Any surprises, any new updates for today?
No math lesson since last Friday so yeah,
Okay.
no, yeah.
Right. Okay. Since we are not very urgent issues today, we have been doing this for almost 1 month, I think. Maybe plus
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, 1 month. So how is it so far for you? This feedback session.
It's definitely helping. Like I feel more confident doing my tutorials. Like cause last time I always felt like very lost. Then I couldn't even do. Then that's why I slowed down I guess. But now very fast
Very happy to hear that. We'll stop short of concluding that's the best thing first. Maybe it's the topic. Maybe last time the topic is more difficult. Maybe this time the topic is easier. We'll wait and see. Yeah. Having said that, I am very excited for that day where we can discuss the past topics. Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because you're very fast, and that's very good, and all good things. But are you sure there are no feedbacks or improvement from my side? I mean.
For you, I don't think so.
Remind me if there is, because for example, for one good reason, I'm going to take the A level this year, right? So any errors or anything to improve will definitely benefit me personally, right?
Okay.
Other than that,
oh yeah, speaking of that, you remember the state, the sum of infinity, that one, the question, negative one, like it was just state.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
apparently,
I did owe you. Yes.
apparently it was Maclaurin, and we haven't even learned.
And therefore we don't do that lah.
Yeah. But yeah, just saying lah.
Good to know. Oh, so the tutorial did cover and everything lah.
No, we haven't even learned Maclaurin, then they included the question in there, so that's why no one could do it.
You mean the tutorial go ahead and discuss Maclaurin in the tutorial, really?
No, they just included the question, then the teacher mentioned Maclaurin lah.
And then skip through it lah, by right lah.
Skip as in we learn the chapter.
As in, this is gonna need Maclaurin, so let's not do it now. Something like that. No.
Yeah, something like that.
Good. Yeah, good. Okay, that would be good to know. And excellent. Good. Anything else?
No.
Then let me help. Okay, yeah. Well, I was saying that the APGP, the loan money thingy,
Yes.
Actually in these two questions, I feel that the jump is very big, but that's the bad news lah. But the good news is that you cover all the weird things that could have happened in exam. That you did. Meaning to say that if you practice more, which is always a good idea with this kind of question, practice more, then you will find that they are not as hard as by right lah. They're not as hard as the second one lah. But they're definitely harder than the first one. So I definitely think that you need more practices here. But if you can do it, you practice first. We don't have to practice too much in the tuition itself.
Okay, sure.
Right. If you have trouble finding questions, that's where I, simply share with you the Google Drive and you just look for it.
Okay.
So you tell me when you need that. Yeah. Okay. Now, with that in mind, therefore, I think I can help you with the differentiation question. All right. So I'll be using the previous Jamboard, which I'm going to rename Sunday 17, and then go. It will be 19. So on page 3, 19th July. Almost done. Okay, so I'm seeing a okay, yeah, all right, sure, yeah, okay, tell me what is your question? Sorry, I'm sorry, before I continue. You do notice that I try to read question very fast, right?
Yes.
That's what I have to do as a tuition teacher, Even if I'm just teaching one person, I have to do that quickly, right? However, that's the one thing that I cannot give a good example for students. Meaning, I actually expect myself to read the question much more slowly in A level and U level, which means I expect you guys to read much more slowly, because I think reading and comprehending is really the most important part. The start, basically that's the start. Right. So in that thing, do not follow me at all.
Okay.
You understand? I'm doing that because I have to, not because that's the best thing. Right. I still will slow down, right? When I need to. Right? Okay. So question 7, is it?
7, C and D.
Okay, I'm gonna put it. Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, okay, dy dx. Okay, now obviously, then for x to the power of x, this is one of the I won't say it's a problem, but you have seen this no. I quote this as an example of you cannot do things algebraically, x to the power of x, right? So now he's complicating our life by putting a dy dx over it. Now clearly I don't think we can dy dx it directly. I think that is part of the meaning of the question. Okay, I don't think you can do this directly without doing something to it. That's the sense I want you to get. Yeah. Right. So again, I might be wrong. There's always something to there's always something to learn about. But differentiation with power is already not something power unknown and power variable. The base also variable. It's just you don't have any rule for that. Fair enough, right? It's just not basic and no rule to apply. So that does give us a lot of problem. Okay, so that's the impression I want you to have, because if that's the impression, then you are correct. Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah. Now, any other question before I write down what we need to do?
I mean, I was thinking of this thing. Yeah, but this is not a constant. So is there a way to convert it to a constant?
No, the variable and the variable. The variable at the base, the variable at the product. No, at the what do you call it? At the power. Always give us trouble. Always. Algebraically, it always gives us trouble. Okay, clear, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so what do we do? Well, let me just confirm that I assume you can do implicit, yeah?
Should be able to, yeah.
Okay. I'm doing a very simple thing, right? I choose ln because that will be very easy for differentiation. Okay, that's the reason. And now you implicitly differentiate this one because now you can. Now you only have to rely on product rule, not this very, 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 very troublesome and undoable, variable power. Variable. Okay. So I'll leave that to you. Yankin, can you hear me loud?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, I can hear you also. I did send you a message. Have you read it?
Yeah, about the CLT.
Yeah. So all questions on that, my opinion will cast, some doubt will be casted upon my opinion. So I haven't settled that, right? I haven't settled that.
I think it's fine. I think I do hypothesis testing today anyways, because
okay.
Chem, I'm still slightly ahead. I'm staying ahead of the tutorial.
Really?
But
They
only
haven't
slightly.
reached the
Like,
complexes, right?
yeah, they only, I think my teacher just reached the shape of the complex, and I've already finished the color already. So
in terms of tutorial, so lecture is
yeah,
done.
the tutorial, yeah.
Lecture is done.
Lecture should be done, but I haven't finished the last part of catalyst yet. There's
Right,
like one
right.
lecture left I gotta do.
Again, I promise you that the color and the complex will be the most, like it's almost like the centerpiece, lah. Right? So
Yeah.
just pay attention to that. Okay. If you want to do more math today, definitely always a good idea, lah, because that will be significant for you.
I think are we finishing math this week? Like finishing the topics.
If you're finishing the regression, then yeah, lah, regression is the
okay, then never mind. That means for this week this week we should be almost done with hypothesis testing. So we're finishing a sample tomorrow.
Okay, good.
And then on Thursday and Friday, then we'll probably finish up hypothesis testing. So I need to get
tutorial, right? Okay.
Yeah, that's tutorial.
Then the lecture on regression.
So far, no lectures on regression yet. All the lectures so far have been on revision for previous topics.
Oh.
So it means
why are we revising?
Regression is still a open subject. I think I'm only like looking through my notes. I'm only what?
Why are we revising on the past topic?
I'm not sure, but there's still a lot left. I've only reached interpolation.
Interpolation?
And extrapolation and like.
You mean that's within the regression topic, right?
Yeah. I guess we're almost done.
But it will be nothing extremely challenging. That would be my problem. If you did encounter something, just ask now. But it's a closing topic, which is okay.
Right.
So let me help you with math. Yeah. Right. So for you, Keiko, the techniques that we're doing in C and D will be extremely useful in implicit, of course. They don't present it this way, right? And for Maclaurin, because Maclaurin somehow relies a lot on implicit. That's the sense I give you. Okay. So what you're doing here, keep it in mind. It's very, very useful. Very, very good.
Implicit feels very unnatural still, but
very, yes, very. But totally overcomeable with practice. Totally.
Yes.
And the good news is great.
Then, if this kind of thing appears again, right? Then, if I want to like bring the power down, I just use long.
Because that has always been the way, as in logarithm is the way to bring the power down, right? There is no other more effective way, so to speak.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Right. So that will work.
Okay.
Careful with the differentiation you're doing. Maybe you want to expand the top one first, just to make it simpler, I suppose. Okay. Right.
I've got a question.
Let me copy that. So the company thing is it?
Yeah, let me align it.
Okay.
I need help with part 4.
Let me say this first, Jenkin. So as a tuition teacher, I have to read questions quickly, right?
Oh, okay.
That's actually what I need to do as a tuition teacher. Now, I don't like that as an example for both of you as students. even if I read very quickly, I don't think that is the right thing to do in A level for myself. That means in A level, I will read slowly, almost leisurely, simply because I think that's the most important thing in that question, right? But I cannot do that too much in a tuition, just because I have to understand things quickly in tuition. But again, let me state this: that is not for you, or Keiko, or anybody else to emulate. Unfortunately, this is the one thing I cannot demonstrate regularly, right? The rest of the technique is what I'm going to use in exam, so I demonstrate that with you every time. Right? For example, if I say this one need to guess one, I really mean that in exam I need to guess. I don't mean that today I need to guess, then tomorrow no. For example, but reading, I should have read slowly and almost leisurely. Okay, so
Okay.
so that this doesn't contradict with what I say to you. I always comment when I always object to you when your reading is bad. Object to you. But what I mean more is that read slowly and more carefully. Unfortunately, not how I would do it in front of you. That's just the unfortunate thing. Understand, yeah?
Yeah.
So do not emulate how I do. Right? No. Fine. Okay. Okay, so you have problem with part 1, saying that?
Part 4.
Part 4. So part 1, part 2, part 3. Okay, good. You mean you are never mind. Sorry. No, this is already tested. No. Yeah. Okay. So again, they give you the population, the variance, right? And the variance is improving, is it? Let me see. The previous variance is what?
The previous variance is
12.2. Okay, so a small improvement, but usually considered improvement, right? It's very difficult to improve when you're very good already. Maybe they're already very good. So yeah.
So the mean is the mu here, right?
The mean is new here, it's not given, yes, correct.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm wondering if for part 4 the x bar from here remains the same.
Why would the x bar remains the same if they wait? Sorry. Wait. So let me read that. This is the reading issue. Okay. So you're wondering whether the mean stays the same or not, even though the variance changed, right?
Yeah,
right. So
the sample mean.
You are true to say that the question doesn't state explicitly, right? It is the duty of the question maker to make it clear, even though implicitly. I don't mean implicit means not clear. So in this case, I think it is a good assumption to start with that. The manufacturing process improved, and the new population variance is this. Okay. After that, he never say or hinted anything about a new mean. Never. Because when the manufacturing process is improved, by right, we cannot assume the mean stays the same. There is a change in the process. If there's a change in the process, by right, further testing is needed, something like that. If that makes sense. Okay, whether the mean. But in this question, he doesn't say anything about that. That is the shaky foundation that we use to think that, okay, think the x bar will stay the same. But it's shaky, yeah? Shaky. Right? So I will acknowledge that as the questions instead of our own reading. Okay? Yeah. Okay. So with that in mind, we'll do something about it.
But I guess I just have to assume it's so.
Yeah. So if you me like that, shaky, but for now, there's nothing to do. There's nothing else to do.
Hang on. at 10%, it's valid, right? That means
Yeah.
that means it has to be. Okay, let me think. It has to be equal to the value.
You do you first. I'm checking on Keiko. Yeah. So Keiko, are you somehow stuck? No, right?
Okay, wait. The answer, right, is this,
The answer is
which looks very weird.
y over 3. Really? The answer is y over 3. Oh, but wait, that way, what? Why? Okay, the over 3, I guess, makes some sense.
Yeah. And there's the E also here. So yeah, it looks very weird.
Sorry, what's going on here? Wait, okay, so let me just check one more time. Just check one more time. Let me confirm that this is e to the power of x times x plus 1. Right? Correct, right?
Oh, yes, yes.
Okay, and then you seem to. And I'm sorry, are you using product rule or quotient rule?
Quotient rule, but yeah, I think I screwed up somewhere here.
Well, again, first thing first, a quotient rule should have minus, right? So that's one issue here. That's one issue there. Secondly, the top guy is just slightly annoying because it's also a product, right?
Yeah.
So again, I was saying that maybe you want to expand it first so that it does not become a product. So did you do that in your mind, or did you do that in the middle of your working? Because I would not suggest that,
No, I think I interpret it as like expanding after I differentiate or something.
I would just suggest first that you try using this, right? Because then you will be free of the product complication. You just have to concentrate on your quotient, right? Okay. Just see whether that changes anything first before we rearrange for the answer key. Okay. Right. So Yankin, are you okay so far?
I have a value, but it doesn't match.
Moving up.
I have a value, but it doesn't match with the.
So let me see. Yeah.
Doesn't match with the answer.
Yeah. The 0. Sorry. Let me just read the question one more time. Because the manager's claim. So the manager's claim. The manager's claim. Wait, sorry. The manager's claim is the 12.1. Bit confusing. Wait. No. The manager's claim is still the 300. Everything. Because if the new population variance is known, then there is nothing to test here. That's what the sentence seems to be saying. Yeah, so the claim is the 300, I think, right? And then it's still at least 300, right? So it can be more, right? So I think this is still one tail. Yeah, so I agree the one tail test is fine, but let me just check that your part 3 is correct.
Oh, part 3 is, they use p-value. They use p-value.
Your part 3 is correct? Are you sure?
They're using p-value for part 3. So
test and I'm sorry, what do you mean by that?
oh, there's a method to do hypothesis testing called p-value. I guess we never got into it.
No, let me see. So yeah, let me just make sure that this is nothing new, because I think it's nothing new. Let me just make sure of that. Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, sure. This conditional probability is known as the p-value. The p-value is the smallest level of significance yeah, I mean, okay, so I think the sentence below there for this example, our p-value, which is 0. Blah blah blah, is smaller than 0.05 lah, right? Okay, this is already an indication that p-value is nothing new. P-value is just the value, it's just the value of the area, correct? 0.00695 is area, is 0.695% of an area, which is definitely smaller than 5% of area. You shouldn't be seeing this as something new. It's not. They're just comparing the area. You go backward and compare the x. That will be essentially the same thing, because an area is represented by an x. An x will represent an area. There is nothing new here.
Okay.
Right? There's nothing new here. You try doing, if the answer key gives you a method, you try doing the method, you see, oh, they're just comparing the area. Oh, the area is bigger or smaller than 5%. That's all they're saying. Okay, let's just check 3 first for you. Just check 3 first, so that you see whether you're right or wrong, right? So just compare the area instead of finding the 1.64 lah, basically, right? You work towards the area instead.
Okay, so do I have my normal distribution? Yeah, I do, right? I have a sample mean, so, and it needs to be at least 300, so low as 300. The sample mean is 299.4. Sample.
Okay, wait. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, yeah. Am I doing the wrong thing? No, I don't think so. I think this is what you are supposed to do, right? And you can check one more time. And yet I want it. Oh my goodness. Okay. So I'm not saying that what you're doing is wrong, Keiko, but now I have the benefit of looking at your working. Obviously, it's a long process, correct?
Yeah.
Obviously, right? Now I'm gonna ignore your working just for a while. Okay, we'll come back to it later, right? Again, the whole purpose of implicit differentiation is to make our life easier, not harder. That is the sense that I want you to get. So I'm going to do something here, right? I'm going to do something here. I'm going to do right. So I'm just learning both sides. So can you follow what's happening?
Yeah.
Right. So, and then I will notice that this is now equals to x, right? So it's x plus that, right?
Yes.
In fact, this will be ln, even easier to follow is minus ln x squared plus 1, right? Even easier to follow. And this will be 3 ln y. And then, because I have the benefit of the answer key also, Remember, these are two benefits that I don't have at the start. I look at your original working, I don't like it, okay, but that's because you did it. And I also have the answer key, which, this doesn't look like it's going to come from here. So that's a very big advantage. So I take the conclusion that I want to further do something about it. And then I will start to differentiate. Now, notice that this will be easier to implicit differentiate.
Yeah.
Because I get rid of all the times and the divide, right? At the cost of a very small cost. So again, implicit differentiation is always like this. I make the right-hand side easier at the cost of making the left-hand side harder. That's always what happens. You understand?
Yes.
But the cost I'm paying doesn't seem to be very big in the left-hand side. So I'm very willing to change that because the right-hand side will get a lot easier. That's the cost and benefit, so to speak, consideration. Okay, so ignoring your original working, try doing this first, and then let's talk about that. So, Yankin, how is it so far? Am I correct in saying that that's just the area comparison?
I didn't get the exact p-value, but it's off. And
it's off by?
It's off by. So I got 0.0429. The answer is 0.0427.
Okay, that is very close though. That is extremely close lah. That is extremely close lah. Right. So let me just check the claim one more time, because I'm very confused why they say the claim is not valid. Okay, basically we are saying that because the difference is minus 60, right? Basically, the mean difference is minus 6. Wait, minus 0.6, right? Basically, right? Because random sample of 100 ball, the sigma difference here, x minus 300 is minus 60. So the mean difference is minus 0.6, right? Okay, we're saying that minus 0.6 is too. Wait, let me think. Yeah, because it's minus, it's a big problem, right? So minus 0.6 is too big to be considered, statistical problem lah, right? So yeah. Yeah, it's too unlikely. It's too unlikely. Yeah, that's what you're saying. Okay, I can agree because of the minus. Because I was checking, how come the minus? Or because it's at least 300. Yeah. Okay, so there is a reason to be concerned. Yeah, it's a reason to be concerned. Good. So other than the slight difference in the calculator, just take a note of that because you're not taking a note of this here. Write something, take note, and then ask your tutor. I don't think it's gonna be a problem. I don't think so.
Ask him.
Like why is there a very small difference? Is there anything wrong with my working? Because I don't think so.
Okay. My second question is, why does this show that the claim is not valid? Because shouldn't it be the area of p-value is inside the area of like 0.05?
Okay, so what you're saying is this: your original method, which seems to be fine, is understandable.
Mu less than or equals to 299, yeah.
Yeah, but if you use the area, you suddenly have doubt. It's basically what you're saying. Correct?
Yeah.
Okay, that is, I think, solvable by using the drawing again. Right, so try drawing something, and then you're going to put this 299 somewhere, right? Put this 299, put this 5% somehow, somewhere. So you're going to draw two drawing here. Now, a very good question. I want to ask. Keiko, how is it? So
I got it right.
You immediately got it. Yeah.
Wait, so
yeah.
When do I consider using log? Okay, no. If
it's not log, it's not log. What happens is log, yeah.
If there's E and implicit differentiation is involved, do I consider log immediately?
Okay. No, I've told you the consideration. It's a simple benefit cost ratio, meaning the benefit outweighs the cost lah. what I do is not about lawning. Obviously, because of the e to the power of x or x to the power of x, I will consider ln as my first option. That's obvious. But there are many other cases where you will do something else. You just haven't had the variation of question to do that. But you're going to do something if the right-hand side, the harder one, is going to get a lot easier compared to the increased difficulty of the left-hand side. You're going to do that. In my case, the benefit is too easy to see because I don't even have to do any product rule and quotient rule. Again, your product rule and quotient rule might actually be correct. In exam, we don't want to take the risk of doing so many effort, and even spotting the error is so difficult. Even that. So if I could, that means you want to see this as a powerful tool to make your life easier. That's the point here. Oh, isn't this easier? That's my whole argument. That's all. So a little bit of trial and error, but usually it's worth it. It's usually worth the time to think about it or try a little bit. Usually.
I see.
One more time to summarize, this is a powerful tool instead of a confusing tool. Very powerful.
All right.
So among the things that you want to get rid of is product rule or quotient rule. Those are the things that you may want to get rid of. Right. Okay. Now, obviously, then your original working is no longer very attractive, right?
Yeah.
It's not. And I guess that demonstrates the power, not of my intelligence, but of this implicit differentiation, which allows you to do it. Okay. So change until you're happy with it. I guess that's the training. Okay.
Okay.
Right. All right. Feel free to put your next. Oh, you did. Okay. Let me go back to Yankin first. Right. So Yankin, again, let me see your working. So okay, wait. So let me think carefully. Your 2.994 is from the sample, right? It's from the sample, right? You know what? What? Oh, because it's minus. Oh yeah. Okay, because you instead of using 0 as the center, oh my goodness. Okay, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
The x minus 300, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a burden to you or is that a benefit to you?
I guess it's a benefit, yeah.
If it is a benefit, then I challenge you, for example. Challenge you.
I mean, wait, benefit as in it helps me find
it simplifies your life, really. If the
it?
question presented this way, is it simplifying your life or is it adding steps to your life?
I guess adding steps.
That's the answer to my question. That's what you think about it. Now, I think that it is so good that he does that to me. Very good. So let me show you what I mean. So first of all, remember there's always two graphs, right? There's always two graphs. So you're just drawing the first graph. You're not drawing the z graph, okay? You know what z graph by now. Now you also know that z graph is 0, right? That's just how z graph works. Now I'll call this the x graph, okay? Now notice that my x graph is not representing the small x. It's like representing this whole thing, right? This whole thing. Again, it's also 0, but not because it's a z graph. It is still an x graph, right? It is still an x graph. So I'm very happy with this from my point of view because it's the difference between the length of string and 300. The 300 is no random number here. It is not. The 300 is there because that is like that's like the basic acceptance level, right? I want this to be at least 300. So it makes sense to me if you write the measured length minus 300 instead of, for example, 300 minus x, for example. And I'm also very happy if I read this as minus 60 because then I know the measured length in total is shorter than 300. Let me put this another way. If this is plus 60, there is no question. The question is resolved. I measured a sample and it's plus 60. There is too little percentage, too little chance that it will be lesser than 300. Too little. But because this is minus 60, it gives us, a question. Wait a minute, should I be worried or not? Something like that. That makes sense, yeah? Now, but you seem to understand all that, right? Just checking, like, you seem to understand.
Okay, I didn't think about thinking it like that before this, but I guess that makes sense.
That's why they give you this. That's why in the lecture note, after a while, they discuss it this way, because it makes a great convenience if you understand. And it is a slight inconvenience if you don't understand it. That means you just return it back to 299.4. I will see it this way. No? I'll see it this way. If the total, the total measurement is, exactly 0, then I measure as exactly 300. I still have some question to answer. Maybe maybe the measurement is still a bit off, so I have to do that. But that's what 0 means. Now, when I see this, I'll put this as minus 0.6, and then I will first of all put it here. So I'm looking at. I guess I'm looking at it very differently, I guess. Yeah. So I'm putting it here, minus 0.6. Okay.
Hang on. So that's the.
I'm sorry. What am I talking about? I'm so sorry. I'm putting it here because that's a sample mean. Sorry. I should not confuse you. Right?
So that's the sample mean when you take the measurement
minus 300 with minus 300, yeah, which is totally the same as yours, 299.
Yeah, so that the one over 100, yeah, okay.
Correct.
Sample,
right.
yeah.
So because again, I'm taking one step shorter. If this is not clear to you, of course you shouldn't be doing that. But I'm saying that minus 0.6 means a lot to me. Oh, it's shorter by minus 0.6 than 300. Yeah. That is significant. That makes a lot of sense to pay attention to, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So again, my minus 0.6 is your 299.4. If you write 299.4, let me just say that you will be an exam, okay? But I am advocating minus 0.6 for logic reason. And now to answer your question, so okay, so I need to be checking against 0. Look, basically, correct. I need to be checking against 0.
Right.
Now you're checking against 299.97. That's not actually true, okay? Because that's the 0.0. That's the 5% line up. So
yeah,
it's your 5%. So 5%, which is obviously what we need to pay attention to, 5%. And the 5% turns out to be 299.97. Now, in my case,
that's for my graph, right?
Correct, for my graph. Now, in my case, putting it simple, this will still be a minus number. It's a very small number. So in this case, minus 0.03, I think, right? And I have something else that I pay attention to. 0. All right. I am actually comparing 0, which is in your case is 300. 0 or 300 with, well, turns out to be minus 0.03 here. Turns out. Okay. So this is, I'm just going to write down everything, 0 or 300 u. And then for me is minus 3 or 299.47. No, 97, right? 97. Now I'm going to ask you a question. So how come in your method you use 299.97? That's basically what you use, isn't it? To conclude that the claim is not valid. I agree with that. I agree with the assessment. I agree. How come when they suddenly use 5% or 4 point, what was those answer? 4.29, is it?
4.29.
Yeah, so 4.29 is the red guy, right? Which is smaller than the 5%, correct?
Yeah.
Represented by 300 in the original graph for yours, or 0 in my graph, right? Represented.
Okay.
So isn't this still the same conclusion? Shouldn't you be taking the same conclusion, watching the area and watching the X value instead? Why is it that you have you're more certain with this value instead of, this value, right? Which is still 4.29 or 27.
I feel like I am comfortable though. It's just that my question is, shouldn't that show that the claim is valid? Because
so you have a different conclusion using this value and this value.
no, my conclusion is that because since the area of 4.29, which is
here,
which is there represented by 299.97, right?
No. Your 299.97 represents the 5%.
Oh yeah, 5%.
The 4.29 represents the 300, which you
draw
by the way, which is a bit worrying for me.
Okay, wait. Okay.
You didn't draw the 300. The 300 is obviously there inside, even if you use your method, which is totally fine.
So 300 is here, right?
Right. So 300
so the area
is lesser than 5%, right? Lesser than 5%.
So doesn't that mean it's inside the 5%? So shouldn't the claim be?
Then why do you claim based on 299.97 that he is not valid? Why do you claim like that? What's your basis of claiming that is not valid? If you never compare it with 300?
I found that the mu was less than or equals to 299.
Oh. No. What you found, I believe, is this guy. I don't think it's 299. It's 299.97, I think that is what you found.
That might have been.
This is what you found, I think. Just check first.
Let me make the calculations.
Yeah, check again. So, okay,
64485.
Okay, mine isn't really hard to do. It's just a confirmation. So I don't know what's that called. This thing, you just square the x, right? Then
you just
for this one, since there's the y, do I just square the whole thing like that?
Oh yeah. Okay, right. No.
Just like that. So whatever is in here, I just square the whole thing in here. Then like
with the chain rule. With the chain rule. Yeah, correct. And if you want to know why, it's because replacing this by u, I guess, right? It's become u squared, right? And then times du dx, right?
Yeah.
So basically, this is dy du, right? Dy du times du dx will give you dy dx. If that makes sense. So you're right to say that whatever is here can be just put here, but with the additional chain rule.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Yeah. Correct. This is still O-level stuff, meaning it's important. Yes.
Okay. That's all actually.
Okay. Good. Time is up. I will see you on Thursday. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yes. Yes.
Thursday will be applications of differentiation already. That's all for this chapter.
Meaning for the tutorial, right?
Yeah.
You're very far ahead. Yes. So you have the option of doing that, or you have the option of going back to the past. I think for Thursday, I think we can say that. So that will be right. You can choose vector or what, right? Okay. See you then. Bye. So for
this is my value for mu.
Okay, let me think for a while. So what did you do? You go to the z graph, right? The z graph is giving you 0.57 something, right? So again, I would like to investigate the z graph. What are you doing, right? What are you doing? So what you are doing is okay, we have this is your 1.645, right? So 1.645, and then you go and because there's a value there, right? There's a value there. You go and times. Okay, sorry, because the value is something. You what? No, you basically convert this 1.645 into this guy, into the difference in x value, right?
Yeah.
So that's your 0.57 something, right? I guess that makes a lot of sense. And then you will then compare it with 2.99.4. 2.99.4 is your in your graph. That's this one, 299.4, correct? 299.4. 299.4. 299.4. I think. Okay, what you're doing feels very weird to me. It's like you're doing this, no? You're going backward here. I'm a bit confused why you do that. So
I
your
mean,
298, your 298 is here. So I'm
that's
very
just like
confused with that. I'm very
math,
confused
right?
with that.
I times here on both sides. There'll be
Okay, no,
299.4
okay,
minus.
no. I don't like. Yeah, you're discounting your logic here. Your 1.645 is here. What? It's not here. What? Why do you suddenly go to here? What nonsense? What are you doing? Your 1.645 is here, right?
Yeah.
At the right-hand side of the 0, right? And then you convert this 1.645 into a value in the x graph, correct or not?
Yeah.
And then you get a value which is on the left-hand side. You nonsense. What you are doing, I'm pretty sure, is converting minus 1.645. And that will give you the 298 something. I'm pretty sure of that. You're not making any sense. You go from here to here. Try 299.4 plus 0.57. Just try that. Try that.
Yeah,
What
but
does that give you? That gives you 299.97. Is that like a coincidence?
I guess not, but like, hang on.
I don't care about your math right now. You care too much of the formula. You are discounting your logic for formula. You're praising the wrong God, is what I'm trying to say. Huh? You're worshipping the wrong thing. You're worshipping the formula. Even if I say it this way, you still have time to defend it. You defend it first. You have to think through this, man.
But like,
this is not what I taught you.
But like, why did this fail then?
What do you mean by this? Oh, okay, right. So you're clear that it's not 298, You're clear, yeah?
Yeah.
This is 299.97.
Fair enough, but then...
Right, so how do we interpret this graph, right? How do we interpret this graph, right? 300, which is our goal, right? We so wish that it is 300.
Yeah.
Understand the context. But 300 is too far from 299.4. Too far.
Okay.
The chances of it being actually 300 or more is smaller than 5%. If I phrase it that way, with the support of the graph, obviously, it makes sense. The claim is, I won't say it's not valid. The claim is very questionable. I think that's the better way to put it in our layman term. I'm a layman also, yeah. It's very questionable if you insist that 300 is still valid. Very questionable. Because that is the claim. The claim of the manager is that it is 300 or more. Wait a minute. Even the measurement already tells you that it's minus. So that's already one question. And then we go and statistically test it. Oh, wait, it's very far, so to speak.
Can you repeat that?
Goodness me. Now, the manager's claim, I will change the manager's claim, okay? I'll change the manager's claim. The manager's claim is that the string is at least 299 meters. Just a short 1 meter shorter, right?
Okay.
Shorter, right? All this will change, but whatever, Where is 299 in this graph?
To the left of 299.4.
Right, left of 299.4. But again, notice that the sample itself is already more than 299. Notice that.
Sample itself, what do you mean?
The sample of 100 is more than 299. The mean of the sample is more than 299.
The mean of sample, yeah, okay.
That doesn't mean anything to you. The managers claim that the population is 299 or more lah, at least 299. And then you measure 100, you are already getting more than 299.
So isn't
that good news for the manager?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, no formula is needed to see it that way, you know. Hey, I measure 100 is more than 299. Yeah, good news lah. Statistically, this is gonna be very, very easy to show. The statistics just follow the logic lah. Unfortunately, the manager's claim is 300. And the measurement says it's already less than 300. It's a minus 0.6, so 299.4. Among 100 balls of string, I measure for you. The average is 299.4, not 300. Okay. You don't need any statistics to tell you that, is 100 ball of string going to be wrong? Right? If I measure 1,000 instead of 100, is it going to be suddenly positive?
No.
Very unlikely. I mean, statistics will say it's very unlikely. But, you know, as a human being, I would say, yeah, no lah. 100 is already a lot of measurement, you know, something like that. A lot of measurement, which says to us, you know, hey, the claim is already questionable just by looking at the mean. But since we are a statistician, we're learning statistics, we use the variation, we use the variance to check just how unlikely it's going to be. Because if the mean of the sample is 299.9, we will, as a human being, say, hey, maybe, just maybe, we make some mistake in the sampling because sampling is not perfect, such that maybe it is still actually 300 or more if it is 299.9. Makes sense, right? 100 ball, no? But this is 299.4. That's already quite a difference from 300, a human being would say lah. You don't get all this from your teacher, isn't it? This is not a logic there.
No, absolutely not. It's just follow the formula.
All of you are worshipping the wrong thing. What you're learning in lecture note and in tutorial doesn't seem to make sense in the practical life, isn't it? Like,
I guess not.
What I'm telling you seems to make sense in practical life, but it doesn't seem to make sense to you. Doesn't seem to gel with everything that you've learned so far. Right? I'm speaking from practical sense, at least that's what I hope I'm doing. Now, you choose you want to, because I keep explaining this and you cannot accept the practical sense. Like, okay, this is logic. This is something that you would think like that if you're doing a real test and you're testing the manager claim. Manager, please lah, I don't think it's 300 lah, right? All right. So now you have a choice here. I don't want to confuse further, right? Do you want me to explain using the practical logic, or do you want me to explain using the formula purely, or you want me to combine both? Maybe. What do you want?
I mean, combine both. I guess. I mean,
I have been doing that. I have been combining both. Okay.
But
move to the right.
But, okay, wait.
You cannot even explain. You cannot even accept that 1.645 is 299.97 at first. I question your formula.
But okay, how is the formula wrong? I don't get it. Did I put it in the wrong place?
See for a while. Now, first thing first, your 299.4 minus mu, right? Minus mu, that's what you did, right? Minus mu is by right a negative value. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm shouldn't be saying it. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be saying it. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be saying it. Wait. No. That's fine. Sorry. What you're doing is fine. What you're doing is fine. Anything for a while? Oh, yeah. Okay. Good. So, no. What I say is correct. By writing 299.4 minus mu, you are expecting that mu to be lesser than 299.4, the way I see it. That's what your expectation is.
Lesser than 299.4. Yeah.
Because it's positive, then 1.64485 lah. That's why it's a positive value, right?
Yeah.
So basically, you're saying for some reason, you are doing a left tail test, not a right tail test. That's the part where I don't get it at all.
I'm doing a left tail test.
Because you expect the value to be on the left-hand side because it's smaller one.
Yeah.
But you put it on the right tail. If you put it on the right tail, just going strictly from the sentence and everything, shouldn't you be writing mu minus that? Mu minus 299.4 instead of this. If you're doing a right tail, based on I don't know what makes you do a right tail test. That one I don't know. Now I don't know already. You seem to be using some sort of a sentence. Just reading the sentence or something like fair, I guess fair. That's what the lecture note would say. So don't do 299.4 minus mu, do mu minus 299.4. Right tail, right? You expect that value to be on the right, right? I'm not making any sense. I'm not making any sense.
I mean, but that doesn't. I've never heard of that though. It's like.
Yeah. Is that my problem? Is that your problem? Is that the lecture notes problem?
Because I'm looking for. This is what I've been told, right? I'm looking for like the test statistic, and this is a right tail test.
So the right tail test compares, right? For example, compares the go a bit. No, as in go down. Sorry, go down. Look, right? So your 75 is represented by the 0, right? In your Z graph, right? 75 is 0, right? So 77.2 is expected to be on the right of 75.
Okay.
So I suppose in some sense, normally that's why you do right tail. Because you kind of expect it to be near the right, not the left. So 77.2 minus 75. That's not what you did in the question one. Did the reverse one. You put the mean, which is 299.4, start at the start minus mu.
So it should be mu minus 299.4 because I expect a positive value.
Yeah, because I don't know how you interpret the value here, or this is mu not over. I don't know. I just see is that the middle or not the middle. When you read the formula, better read it properly. I don't think that's what the page you show me did. The page that you show me did something else, which is what I said. Oh, you should reverse that.
Yeah.
I think you're just following the mu and the mu. You're just following the symbol and the symbol. But
oh yeah, definitely.
Any secondary one student can do that one. You are expected to understand what the formula means, which is why I refer to your logic. So I found the mistake in your formula following. You have to be very careful with that, though, if you decide to follow formula. But remember, I never teach you that. Never in my life do I teach you to follow the formula. Never. I teach you to understand what's going on. Because you're an A-level student, you have the capacity to understand. You seem to doubt that. Seriously, you seem to doubt. You do have the capacity to understand. Now, please think about it. I might still be wrong. You might still be right. Okay?
Okay.
So I'll see you on. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Right. Sorry for that, guys. A bit delayed, yeah? So Ainesh and Kyoko, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, Ainesh, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, the schedule is okay, Ainesh?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So, Kyoko, what do we do today? Kyoko, I think you're muted.
I think just continue with practice.
Continue. Sorry, to continue with what?
Practice.
Oh, practice, of course, yes, practice. Are you on par with your class?
Yeah.
Almost done?
We still haven't done midpoint of line check yet.
So you're ahead.
Yeah.
The next topic, I did say circle, right? Circle. It's going to be more difficult and you have no preparation, right? However, we cannot go to that unless we are quite good at the CG, right? So if you think you're not good enough at your, you have to evaluate yourself, right? If you're not good enough, then we stick on CG. That will be still the right thing to do. And never mind the circle for a while. Right? Never mind. It's just don't worry about that for a while. Okay? Okay, good. Ainesh, give me a quick update on your AMAT class.
Okay, so we are still doing the graphs thing, and
Right.
the tuitions, I mean, it's helped a lot because I actually understand, like, I'm faster than most of the class, but the thing is, the pace of the class is still really fast, so I think maybe this class is really fast, or I'm just quite slow, because, like, I know the stuff, but the application takes really long.
Let me provide an alternative point of view. Okay, so before you do that, Aditya, can you hear me? Aditya, can you hear me?
Hi.
Okay, Aditya. Okay, good. Now for today, Aditya, you and Kakak Brian will be in the breakout room. Kakak Brian, okay, yeah?
Okay.
Right, so see you guys later. Yeah. So, Ainesh, yes, you are probably slower. Let's say you're the slowest person in your class. Let's just say, right? Let's just say. And that is because the class is very fast, not because you are in general slow. That's not true. I don't think that's true. Why? Because I have a lot of comparison. I'm comparing your class with, for example, just the good schools, the good local schools, right? My conclusion is your class is crazy fast. When I say crazy, I mean it is no longer acceptable. But that's just what happened in SJI IP and ACSI IP. That's just what happened. To me, it's unacceptable. To me, it is never acceptable. What are we trying to do here? Cram everything, but that's the reality in your two schools, the IP program.
Yeah.
Right. So yes, you are. Let's just say that we're being very humble. You are the slowest person in your class. It doesn't mean that your class is the right tempo. It doesn't mean that. But I already suspected that. So we put a lot of emphasis on holiday tuition.
Yeah.
So you are faster because we are prepared for your crazy class. So when you enter the class, you shouldn't put that burden. You're putting inhuman burden upon yourself. Do you know what that burden is that you put upon your shoulder? You want to be faster in terms of speed than everybody else. That's an inhuman burden. I am not ready to put that burden on your shoulder. I'm not the one doing that. I do not want to do that. Instead, I ask you spend more time before school, which is what we did. That's your way, or rather, that's my way. I suggest to you that way in order to be quote unquote faster than the class. You are just starting ahead instead of being faster. Because I expected what's going to happen here. That's just normal.
Yeah.
Do you still want to put that burden upon your shoulder? that you want to be even faster than the class?
Not faster than class, but try to keep pace with them, which actually I don't think is much of an issue as of now, but in the future I think it'll actually become more of an issue.
If right now it is not an issue, then we simply use, because that means you're ahead right now, right? Okay, that's what you said, right?
Yes.
Correct.
I am
you are
ahead.
ahead. You are
Another
ahead.
3 lessons, I'd say.
Correct. You are. What you can do, I'm going to say a few things that might or might not be possible. Understand? Huh? There's one thing that I wish it will be possible. I don't know whether it is. I wish that you are not too tired, which means I want you to rest instead of studying more.
Oh, okay.
That means you're fresh for Sunday. You're not Sunday fresh. You lose 1 hour, which is supposed to be the prime time, supposedly. Hey, yeah. Wait, I don't like it. We can use that to get more ahead. Leisurely, by the way, leisurely getting ahead. Leisurely. Today you sound fresh. Are you fresh?
Yeah.
Good. I like. That's what you can do. Maintain your freshness. If you think tuition is your most important time, then maintain your freshness, especially for tuition. By resting or being fresh. I don't mean by studying too much. No. Right? Secondly, if I give you some homework, which is usually ahead of the class, you do that. Look. I don't give you too much homework. I just give you homework to be ahead. Yeah. In that sense, we are of the same goal. There is one thing that I will not do. I will not rush. The class is rushing. You were asking me to rush just now implicitly. Implicitly, you were asking that, correct?
Kind of, yeah.
Kyoko, do you want me to rush you?
Sorry?
You're ahead of the class right now, right?
Yeah.
Kind of. Your class sucks, right?
Yeah.
Do you want me to rush you?
Like, do more work?
Yeah, do more work. If not, you die, basically, right? Rush, do, whack. Do you want me to whip you?
No.
Why not? You're going to be faster, what if I whip you?
Because I don't like doing it.
Yeah. I also don't like to whip people, right? I also don't like. I think there's a better reason for that. Like, if I whip you, I think your thinking stop.
Yeah.
Right? Which is not good for you. Ainesh, do you want me to whip you?
No.
Why not?
Because that's not good.
Yeah, but you were asking me to whip you just now.
True.
Do you want me to whip you?
No.
I can invent a wireless whip.
No.
Your reason for wanting me to whip you just now implicitly is because you feel the rush of the class.
Yeah.
But from the start, I never rush you.
Okay.
Is it because I think you're a slow person? Ainesh too slow. I don't want to rush him. He cannot take it one. Is that because of that?
No.
Why am I not rushing you?
Because then I wouldn't be able to intake everything as quickly.
Yeah. Because you need to think for AMAP.
Yeah.
And we create the best environment for thinking, not for rushing. Your class sucks.
True.
Should we follow the tempo of your class?
No.
No. Kyoko's tempo is the total opposite. I don't know. Yeah, correct, Kyoko? Your class tempo is the total opposite. It's slow.
Yeah,
it sucks.
Yes.
Also, don't follow Don't follow the tempo of the class if it sucks for you. You must create your own tempo and environment.
I see.
Okay?
Yeah.
Don't ask me to whip you. Ask me to calm you down, make you relax, and think very well.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Right. Just a minute. I have to update myself with the rest first. Okay, Mike, can you hear me? Aryan, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
All right, good, Aryan. Aryan, how's the exam coming?
Yeah, the exam went well.
For EMAT, excellent, wonderful. How about AMAT? Sorry, how about AMAT exam?
EMF is in week 6. So
We still have a lot of time. Okay, what should we be doing today?
oh, today is like I have a revision worksheet
On?
on HCF LCM.
Okay. Do you want to talk about that? Intuition? Really? Okay. Let's do that. I will object if it is too easy for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Fine. Okay, Michael. Are we still doing EMAT today? Michael, you're muted.
Probably.
You still have the whole practice homework thing?
Well, which one? The one that? Oh no, I did that. Finished.
Right. So
already. Yeah.
Are we doing EMAT today, or we do something else?
I think we're still doing EMAF.
At most 1 more week, okay, EMAT? At most lah. Then we should be doing other subjects already, right? I'm not saying that EMAT is easy, but EMAT should be revision not so slowly lah. Right? At least for all of you, at least for all. Okay.
Okay.
Right. So I'll have you with Kakak Brian. Okay. Right. So in the room 1, please. Okay. Now, Ainesh, show me something. Show me something.
What am I supposed to show you?
You say that you are ahead in the graph lecture note, right? Graph worksheet. So one recommendation is for us to jump ahead to the hardest question, because I think you could do the hardest question. Then you can follow the rest in your class. You have to spend our tuition time quickly. I think you can do the hardest question. So let's try to do that. That's one option. The second option is settle the indices more, the set problem more, right?
Yeah, because actually, no. I remember I sent you the syllabus, right? What's the next thing in the syllabus?
Okay, let's look at that. Okay, Kyoko just saying that I don't see your video. Yeah? Kyoko just saying that.
Oh, okay.
Aryan, give me some time. Give me some time. Sorry. Your syllabus, Ainesh. Okay. This is AMAT, right? Yeah, this is AMAT. So your I'm not sure what's going on here, Aryan. For example, you haven't covered arc, sector, and radian, right? In your class, correct?
We've covered the 2 radian thing.
No, but the arc, the arc pizza, pizza circle cut here and there.
Oh yeah, true.
So your class is not strictly following the syllabus, not doing that lah. First thing first lah. Then, but you are now covering, trigonometric function, which is supposed to be at week 2, and then in week supposed to be week 3 currently. So trigonometric graph lah, right? That's what you're doing, and then that's supposed to be according to your syllabus is week 3, what? Okay?
Oh, that's
week
actually
3 trigonometric graph.
Even with the insane piece.
I'm sorry.
That means you're actually behind syllabus, even with the insane piece.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking at the syllabus paper you sent me. It's week 3 trigonometric graph, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then week 4, simple trigonometric identities and equation. Do you know what that means? I already introduced you the further trigonometric identities, which is at week 6 to 7.
Oh, okay.
The simple one you haven't seen, but the simple one would be simpler than the further one. Well, what they mean by trigonometric is the sine 2a equals to 2 sine a cosine a. Those things are hard to understand, but the introduction is there already.
Oh, that one. Okay, yeah. But you said they were provided in the exam paper. Right?
Yeah, the hard thing is to use them, not to remember them. So don't underestimate them. The moment you enter simple and further, you have to think hard already. We have been thinking hard anyway. So but you know some of it. You know some of it already.
Yeah.
You don't know all, right? So nothing to rush too much. We covered this also.
Okay.
I did promise you. You just don't know that you covered. I did promise you.
Yeah.
Okay, I did. So this is another reason not to rush. Not to rush. I will whip you when I need to whip you. Just put it that way. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, can we go back to the graph? The hardest question. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, Kyoko, I can see your video. Okay, so Aryan, tell me what is your problem?
Yeah, question 13B. I'm not sure
Let
what
me
it
put,
is.
okay, Aryan, okay, question 13B. Okay, move to the left, please. A bit more to the left. Okay, very good. Oh, good job been doing. So, Nesh, how come the paper is, wait, you're in landscape mode? Okay, so I cannot see your paper very well because it's like turn 90 degree. Yeah. Good. Okay, so for you, Aryan, tell me for the question A. Is it question A?
Question B.
Question B, okay. Right. Okay. Oh, wow. If you can do question A, question B is easy one. What's question A? Answer?
I got 17.
17 in the group. Okay, so the large number of sheet of graph paper, each student can, wait. Okay, so the largest possible number of students in the group implies that, how do I say it? No, never. Sorry. Actually, I don't think 17 is the largest possible number of students, isn't it? Okay, so Aryan, do me a favor. Everything, the 255, the 425, and the 595, everything divided by 17. Just write to me the answer, okay? Okay, so Ainesh, right? You have 3 plus 3 cosine 2x. I don't want you to care about 1 and 2. I want you to care about the sketch. You're going to look at the Jamboard and revise everything. You did this very fast last time. I want you to do that. This is even easier than what you did. Like totally easier. Okay, you're going to ignore 1 and 2. You're going to do 3. Then I'll explain later why.
Okay, so.
Look at the Jamboard.
Oh, the old one and the new one.
I don't know. The Jamboard that you did this graph on. You only have very little Jamboard, very few Jamboard. Find the one which this sketching and transformation have, right? Shouldn't be that hard. Okay, Kyoko, any questions so far?
I think I'm stuck.
The question is still the same, right? Okay, so part 2, right? Okay, part 2. Okay, Aryan, where are you writing the answer?
Sorry?
So tell me, where are you writing the answer? Sorry, I say something to you. The audio kena cut again.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything.
Ayo. 255, 425, 595 divided by 17, please. Everything, write down the answer.
Divided by 7.
17. You say 17 for question A, right? Yeah. Okay, so everything divided by 17, write for me the answer, please. Kyoko, what's the question for part 2?
16.
Okay, sorry. Fine. Okay, the point is R is equidistant from P, fine, and Q. Okay. Now, the word equidistant, all right? The word equidistant means that it will lie on the perpendicular bisector. This is something that you understand from the construction topic. Do you understand what I just said? Right?
Yeah.
Oh, God, then R will be on this line. So that's great already, right? R of your net. Now, to find a point in a quadratic geometry, you need two things, right? Same thing, you need two things also. You need, for example, a line and something else, right? You can also need two lines, but I don't think you have two lines here. You need a line and something else. Do you have a line and something else?
Yes.
Okay, let me check the question one more time. You have two lines, right? You have the perpendicular bisector line, and you have this new line that they give you. You're supposed to combine them both. Is that what you did here in this question? Then you get a y equals to 5. Wait a minute, that might be the answer. That might be the answer, and then you just have to find the x.
It's wrong. You checked.
Your perpendicular bisector is correct, right?
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Check again. Check again. What is the answer supposed to be?
16 r equals to -2, 5.
So the 5 is correct one.
Huh?
Y equals to 5. 5 is correct one.
Oh, I saw the x and thought it was y.
You are. So go and find the x. Right? So see, you're doing the good job already. Good job. Right? So Ainesh, you found the Jamboard, right?
No, I haven't, but I'm gonna just try without it.
How many Jamboard is there in your screen?
Total number of Jamboards. I have 8.
Yeah, all from us, right? All from us. Yeah. It seems a bit too much.
Yeah.
This is slowing us down. You not being able to refer to your password. I'm going to give you 3 minutes. If you cannot, we're going to go back and find the Jamboard again. This is wasting time.
I can just do it without the Jamboard.
Fair enough. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so Aryan, now I can be with you. Yeah. So 35, 25, and 15. Oh, we have a hint here. We have a hint, definitely. Yeah, so I think the HCF this is very weird. I think your HCF is wrong. Wow. Oh, your HCF is definitely wrong. Aryan, your HCF is wrong. Definitely. I think your discipline in HCF and LCF is a little bit lacking here. That's why you miss everything. Now, how do I know your HCF is wrong? I look at 13b, you say this divided by 17 is 35 and then 25 and then 15, correct?
Yeah.
I noticed that 35, 25, and 15 are all divisible by some number. Obviously, they are all divisible by 5. And that is a very big clue why I think you're wrong. And then I go check your 13a, confirm you're wrong. Your discipline is not good in your HCF and LCF. If you want to do this intuition, do it my way, please. Your discipline is lacking here. You should be drawing it like this. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Very lacking in discipline. Very lacking in discipline. Very lacking in discipline. I should do it this way, you should do it that way. And tell me what is the proper HCF. Your HCF is wrong. A good start, Ainesh. Good. Kyoko, so far so good?
Oh, wait, is it 17 times 5?
Yeah. Again, because your writing in A is not disciplined. Do you understand what I'm saying here?
Yeah.
Correct it, please. It's unstructured, yeah? You don't line up the numbers nicely. Then useless already. It's dangerous to do this in exam. Again, Ainesh, let's start with the proper professional way of doing things. The scale first, please. This is definitely very slow. Okay, no, yeah, no, just no. Please don't. No. Look at the Jamboard and find where this is, please. No. We're wasting time here.
What should I find?
You really forget that we discussed about this. We never discussed about this in Jamboard, really? In AutoVision?
I mean, we have, but there's just so many pages.
Just scroll quickly one by one and find the graph. This is wasting time.
Is it the second last one, page 20?
I don't know. I have a lot of Jamboard. That one, I have a lot of Jamboard. You gotta find your own Jamboard. If not, what we prepare is useless. That's what you're saying here. How we prepare this already is useless. If you're not sure, send me a picture. Send me a picture. Easier for me. Don't make me find your own Jamboard.
Oh, no, I got it.
Read that and be professional. I teach you how to be professional drawing a graph. My goodness. Noah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Can you updates, please?
Sorry?
Updates.
Oh, no update. I'm
Right.
starting on the last chapter of the email tomorrow.
Is it the circle thingy?
Oh, it's a something in plane geometry.
Yeah. It's the circle thingy. Let me state this one more time. It will require your EMAT circle thingy, then plus one new thing. Right? If your EMAT circle thingy is rusty, then this one will be very difficult for you. So is your EMAT circle thingy rusty or not?
Not really.
Okay. Then you don't have to prepare too much. Just pay attention to the one new thing they'll introduce to you, and then they will enter the question. Suddenly the question is like 1 degree harder than EMAT. Suddenly. That means we just require practice. That's all. No, nothing special to prepare. You are not in a rush situation. You're not, you're not lacking in time. You just can follow the class normally. Right? Okay. Now, what else can we prepare today?
I still have some kinematic questions.
Feel free. Yeah, feel free to do so. So Ainesh, go to landscape, please. Sorry, your video does those things again. So please go back to landscape.
Awesome.
Right. Remember the professional way of drawing graph. First, the scaling. That's what I teach you. So scale properly first.
0 minus.
I scale up and down y-axis, and then x-axis I scale 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to do that very quickly.
4? Why 4?
4 quadrant.
Isn't it 2? Am I lagging?
No, you're not.
Okay. My laptop's frozen. But isn't it cosine 2x? So there should be 8 quadrants.
Oh yes, there should be. If you know that, yes, professionally scale 8. That is the first thing that you do. Not drawing. That's not what I teach you. Aryan, are you saying that you fixed the problem already?
Yeah.
So it's 35, right?
Yeah.
Then for the B, do you know what is the answer for B?
7.
No. So the answer for B is the graph paper. Graph paper. Oh, I'm sorry. We should assume that the student number is the same. I'm so sorry. Then you're correct, no? Right? Then you're correct. Okay, good. Okay, any question again so far?
No.
Oh dear Ainesh, I say one thing and then you didn't do it. Okay, like we are wasting time already. This cannot. The moment the question becomes harder, you cannot deal with this. Where's your 8 scaling? You say you're supposed to have 8 scale and then you didn't scale. This is wrong again. We're wasting time here. And you're scaling at the x-axis, not at the tree. You're supposed to scale at the middle of, oh my goodness, this I have to teach you all the way from the start again. Oh, this is wasting time. Let's give you 3 random numbers.
Yeah, I got it.
Give me 3 random numbers quickly. We're wasting time here.
7, 4, and 2.
Give me a sine or a cosine.
Fine.
Watch how I do it professionally. Scale. 1, 2, 3, 4 long. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to follow yours. You need 8, right? And then I'm going to draw a sine graph using helpful points. Do this first. I really mean it, Ainesh. You say you want to be fast, but you are not doing the right things to be fast. Like what? Noah, any questions so far?
Not really.
Is the Jamboard frozen, Ainesh?
Yeah.
The Jamboard is frozen in page 3. Page 3, nothing.
Oh no, it just randomly appeared again.
Okay, I'm going to repeat this one more time.
No, it's okay. I heard your explanation, so it's fine.
Then show it to me.
All right.
I never draw the number first yet. Nor I wish you to draw the number first. The number is going to be very confusing.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Erase everything. Stop. Erase, stop. Move down. The x-axis and the y-axis is confusing you, right? So now draw as I draw, please, in a down there in the empty space by yourself. Just draw like what I do. Draw a y-axis and draw a dotted middle line. Just draw as I draw, please. Okay. Then can I have the scaling, please? Y-axis and x-axis scaling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Proper scaling, please. That's not a proper scaling. Short, long, short, long. And the scaling, please don't be different. I cannot see your working. Okay, good. Middle point, short, long, short, long. All in the same scale.
Why?
Could you please just follow for now? Short. Yeah, the scale is different. The first scale and the second scale is different. That will give you a lot of problem.
Okay.
No, I don't mean long. I mean the thing is long. Okay, follow me one more time. Huh? Short, long. That's what I mean by long. Short, 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 long. The last long list. Make that very long. Yeah, thank you. Like, you're good. Now, the y-axis scaling, please. Here and here. Draw your helpful points. You are supposed to draw a sine graph, so draw your helpful points.
The cosine graph.
I'm sorry, a cosine graph. I'm sorry, a cosine graph. Helpful points, do not draw helpful points. Now, draw your double cosine graph. You're not using the, you're not using your scale. You're not using your scale. Now you arrange the numbers properly. In your question is 3, 3, and what else?
3 plus 3 cosine 2x.
Who do you take care of first? How do I teach you?
Okay, I've already done a 3, then cosine 2x.
You leave the 2x for the last one. Handle the 3 and the 3.
Yeah, so
Let me see how you handle it. Look at Jamboard. Look at the Jamboard. Look at the Jamboard. Minus 2. 0, 1, minus 1. Bum, bum, bum. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Even I do the wrong thing, isn't it? 7, 0, minus 7. Bum, bum, bum. 5, minus 2, minus 9. That's how I teach you how to handle it. Never mind your other lecture. Never mind. I handle the 7 and the minus 2. Do you see the Jamboard?
okay. So now it's 9, 3, 0. So now, so plus 3, 12.
Okay, can you move up, please? Paper, move up. Paper, move up so I can follow. Paper, move up again. Move up, move up. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, so bad news for you. You're wrong. This is originally 1, 0, minus 1 times 3. What does it become?
3, 0, minus 3.
And then plus 3. What do they become?
6, 3, 0.
Okay. I don't know what you did. I don't know what you did. You remember the AMMA, right? For the y-axis, addition first or multiplication first?
Addition.
Let me think, is that what they taught you? Oh my goodness. If that's what you remember, that means you are, oh my goodness. Even if you're supposed to do addition first, the 9, 3, and 0 is wrong. For now, follow me first. Follow me first. It's going to be multiplication and then plus 3. Okay, so it's going to be 630. All right, Anish?
Yeah.
Now handle the 2x, please.
Sorry, what did you say?
Handle the 2x.
2x.
How do you handle the 2x? How do I teach you? I hope you're looking at the other Jamboard.
Oh, sorry, my parents came in.
Okay.
2x.
Back then, when you learn transformation and you're supposed to deal with the x, there's a 2x. What are you supposed to do?
It becomes 2 cosine graphs.
Yeah, that's what your teacher teach you. I understand that's what the teacher teach you. So this is how I teach you to handle it. 360 divided by 2. Okay. So this is going to be 270 divided by 2 because originally it is 360 and then it's just 360 divided by 2. Then the rest becomes easy. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. This is what you draw up there. Now, up there, they give you the y-axis. I think that messes you up. I think. Okay, so follow my method, please. My method is easy and the hardest question is also applicable. I am asking you to not follow your teacher's method. Just follow my method first, please. It might be confusing because we seem to be teaching two different things. And I cannot blame you for following them. But please follow my method first. I promise you it will make your life easier. Okay?
Yeah.
Right? Please pay attention to what the steps I told you. The numbers are later. Can you do that for this question? Now, copy this graph into your supposed place to draw. Okay? Can I see that, please?
Yeah, okay.
Aryan, any questions so far?
No.
Okay. Kyoko, any questions so far?
There's this one question. Wait. 3, 3, 4.
What do they want you to do? Okay, sorry. Now I see. Sorry. Please understand, Kyoko, you shouldn't assume the square to be upright. The square can be slanted. I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand. You are assuming that the square is upright. Of course, that's a very easy question, but it may not be the case. It may not. Yeah. So I think that's the wrong assumption to me. I'm not brave enough to make the assumption. Okay. Right. Secondly, please notice that they give you the diagonal. So A and C is the diagonal, right? So I think that's what you need to work with. So AC diagonal, and then you understand from a square point of view, you must use the midpoint thingy. If you midpoint it, you can find the other diagonal, something like that. Right? And then you go for midpoint, you find the other diagonal, and then you start from here. Right? So again, I believe this is not an upright square. I wouldn't assume that this is an upright square. That's why we go to the trouble of midpoint. Okay? Okay. So let's just see what happens. Obviously, this is not the simplest question, so good for you. Ainesh, move to the right a bit. I want to follow. Move to the right a little bit. Why is the guy still 9? Yeah? Why?
Yeah, I'm not done. I'm not done.
Okay. Okay, and now stop. I don't like the way you handle the x-axis. I teach you start from 360 divided by 2. This is you wasting your exam time. If it is 360 divided by 2, every number before that is wrong. Write down 360 divided by 2, just like how I do 360 divided by 2 at the first long. 360 divided by 2. Because 2x ma.
Yeah.
Please write down 360 divided by 2.
Okay.
Okay. Every other number after that should adjust itself. That's why I told you, draw the 360 divided by 2 first. Don't start from the first guy. Okay, that's you wasting the exam time. Of course, it's not exam, but just be careful, okay? Noah, okay so far? Noah, you okay so far?
I have a question.
You have a question?
I got a question.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I copy already. So what is your question?
Part A. Is this how it's done or some other way?
Aryan, I lost your video, you're saying?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, okay, yeah. V, right? So here, V instantaneous, okay. No. So you're saying part A, right? Okay, so obviously you need to indicate, right? Obviously, right? So that's the obvious part. But as per usual, you should assume that I can find C. So that means they have to give you some sort of S and some sort of T, same thing, right? Okay, so you're assuming that when T equals to 0, S is equal to 0. If that is your assumption, are you sure with that or not? Do you read the question properly or not? Where do you find that? That's the hidden phrase thingy.
I'm not sure where to find the information.
That one I don't like. That was the same problem as last time. So read carefully. Tell me if you sense something or not. That's all I can teach you. Yeah. A particle move in a straight line. Is that the hidden phrase? T equals to 0, S equals to 0. Yes or no? Yes, no, or don't know? No. Particle moves in a straight line. Is that an indication of T equals to 0, S equals to 0? Say something. Ainesh, are you okay?
The graph.
You sketch the graph. Now you can do 1 and 2 very easily.
Okay. I don't know what a period is.
The period is 1 cosine graph, not 2 lah. 1 cosine graph is the x-axis 180. So your period is 180. The amplitude is?
2? I don't know.
No, the amplitude is from the middle up or middle down. The amplitude will be? No, wrong. That's from maximum to minimum. That's not amplitude. Amplitude from the middle line up or middle line down. What's the amplitude?
3.
Very good. 3. Maximum, minimum. Noah, one more time. Noah, answer me. Say something. A particle move in a straight line. Is that the indication of T equals to 0, S equals 0, or not, or don't know?
Said what or don't know?
Yes, no, or you don't know. A particle moves in a straight line. Is that the hidden phrase or not?
No.
Okay, so that T second after passing through a fixed point 0, is that the hidden phrase or not?
No.
That is the hidden phrase.
What does it
Read
mean?
that hidden phrase.
Okay.
Read for a while, because you were assuming T equals to 0, S equals 0. Are you just guessing your luck here? You should have gotten it from somewhere I spoke, right?
Yeah.
So where did you get that from?
The T equals 0, S equals 0.
Yeah, where did you get that from?
I saw how the previous questions were done.
Oh, very bad assumption. Very bad. You were lucky, look. You were lucky. You were lucky, you were lucky. T second after passing through a fixed point 0. At a fixed point 0 or O, what is the S?
0.
What is the T?
0.
Do you get that from the last question, or do you get them from this phrase?
Oh, can you repeat how it's from this phrase?
T second after passing through a fixed point 0.
Okay.
So at the fixed point 0, the S is 0. That's why they call it 0.
Oh, yeah.
Right? That's one, no? But the question is at S0, is t equals to 0? That's the question. He say t second after passing through. So when it is just on 0, not passing through yet, so it's at 0, how many seconds?
0.
0.
Oh, okay.
So at S0, t is 0. Not because of the last question.
Okay.
Okay, one more time, Ainesh. Use your finger to point where the maximum point is, according to you. Use your finger.
This and this and this.
Okay, let's stick with one. Let's stick with one.
I'll take this.
Okay, that one. So that maximum point is 0 degree, comma 6. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so write down 0 degree. Degree is important. So 0 degree, comma 6. Can agree with that. Now, I'm not sure what 0, 0 means, yeah, because 0, 0 doesn't seem to be even on the graph, right? So use your finger, point at me the minimum point.
Here and here. So I'll just take.
Yeah. So your video is freezing, so I'm waiting for it to unfreeze. Aryan, any questions so far?
No.
Okay, Kyoko, any questions so far?
After I find the diagonal line, what do I do?
Oh, you did find the diagonal line. Wonderful.
I found the great equation.
Yes, you even found the equation. Yeah, I think at this point I'm very certain that it is not. It is not. Now you're a Sec 3 student, right? You're not a Sec 4 student. This is where a problem comes. I promise to show you a method that doesn't seem to be from Sec 3 on Thursday. Right? I think that's the easiest way to solve this question, right? Because even though it is a hard question, there is a very simple way of doing it, but it'll take some time to discuss. Okay, you are doing very well. Skip this question first, okay? Promise, yeah, promise. Any question, Noah? Noah, any question?
No.
Okay, so Ainesh, 360 degree, comma 0. Whoa, show me your graph one more time. Show me your graph one more time. Move to the right, move up. Move to the right. Now, show me this point 360, comma 0. Where is that? It's at 360, right? And 0, right?
Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. It's not 360.
Okay, yeah.
270. I don't know if you can see it, but 270.
Yes, it is. It is. That's why when I say 360, I'm very confused.
Yeah.
Now, here is my promise, Ainesh. You listen to my promise carefully. Whatever the class do, follow my method. Because this question is probably not even good enough for exam.
Yeah.
The method I teach you is going to be extremely good when things are tough. Maybe your class is learning a method which is great when things are easy. Usually that's the case.
Yeah.
Follow my method, no matter what the class teach, so that when you practice the exam question, you will be well equipped. In essence, I'm telling you, do not follow the class method, even though you're doing the worksheet.
Yeah.
If this is confusing for you, we should talk about it during Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay. Right? Show me another question from another hard question from this worksheet.
But now?
Yeah, like right now. Yes.
This is the hardest.
Show me the second hardest one.
Right.
This is even harder. Arguably. No,
I mean,
they give you that.
I just went chronologically. I just assumed that the hardest would be at the back page. I didn't look at it.
No, obviously. No problem. Find A and B here. I never teach you to find A, B, C, right? So find A, B, C here. Then you sketch the graph.
No.
If you cannot, please tell me. Aryan, any questions so far?
No.
All right. Noah, any questions so far?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the question?
Part
All
B.
right. Okay, it's very blurry. Yeah, it's very blurry. So I need you to zoom in a little bit. Yeah, because maybe your connection is bad. Okay, thank you. So I'm going to copy that. Okay, tell me what's your question, Noah? Sorry, part D, is it?
D. Yeah.
Part D, sorry, delta, is it delta?
Yeah. D for delta.
Okay, instant and the displacement. Instant means the time, yeah? You understand?
Yeah.
Displacement is S, right? So S when P and Q meets again. So this is two particles, so obviously this is a bit hard, right? So you have the particle P displacement, and finally you have the displacement of Q. Do you have it?
Displacement of Q. I don't think so.
Now, let me ask you a question. When they meet, right? Is meeting about acceleration, velocity, or displacement?
Displacement.
Then, does it make sense for us? We need the displacement Q first before doing anything else.
Okay.
All right, so please do that first. Ainesh, tell me what's A, what's B, and what's C, whichever is easiest for you. Okay, again, if you could move up so I can follow.
Is 120 degrees. So
Right, if the period is 180, 120, what does that tell you about A, B, or C? Is that A or B or C?
that means
Is that going to affect A, B, or C?
-3. C. No, wait, I just did that wrong. No. It's not.
Now, the amplitude is 2. Okay, the amplitude is 2. The basic graph, the amplitude is how much? How many?
I only use the period. The period is 120. So to affect X to like shrink it by 3.
Okay, so who is that affecting? A, B, or C?
It should affect X, which means it's B.
Okay, so what is B?
-3.
Why is it -3? I don't get why is it minus.
Oh yeah, sorry. X is the inverse thing. Yeah, it's true.
Okay, let's stick with 3. B is correct. Now, amplitude is 2. Focus on amplitude is 2. The basic sine graph amplitude is
1.
So when amplitude is 2, is there a meaning to that?
Yeah, it is 2.
Right. So this should be 2, 0, -2. Please draw 2, 0, -2.
Okay.
Just draw 2, 0, -2. And yet he say the minimum value is -1, not -2. What does that mean?
That means C is +1.
Yeah. Now, what am I going to ask you to do? I'm going to ask you to ignore the x-axis.
Yeah.
Because the x-axis is the least important thing. In a professional way of doing things, that's the last thing we draw. Do you understand? Last thing is messing everybody up, including you. Ignore that. Please draw this graph before we stop. We're already over time. Please finish this. Please finish this.
Okay.
Okay, Kyoko, for now, definitely way ahead of the class. I promise to explain this on Thursday. Yeah. Okay, Kyoko, yeah. I'll see you on Thursday. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Okay. Right, bye. Aryan, any final question?
Sorry?
Any final questions?
No.
They're very serious in asking you to revise HCF LCM. That much I can say. Yeah? Very serious. Huh? Well, I guess that's good. I guess that's good. If there's no final question, I will see you on Thursday. Yeah.
Yep.
Ainesh, once you are done, move up here so I can follow. So Noah, can you find the, okay. Now Noah, there should be a plus C there, right? Same thing, right? Why don't you draw plus C? Right, and then you're supposed to find the C. Same thing, they're supposed to give you some sort of hidden phrase, T something, S something. Same thing. Okay, Ainesh, the middle point, don't draw it as don't draw it as an axis, yeah. Don't draw the arrow, don't draw it as an arrow. Okay, just draw it as a middle, just a dot.
Okay.
Okay, you know it's 3 man and -1. Okay, you're forcing yourself to draw it here. I don't mind, but be professional and do the scale.
Yeah.
So Noah, you're muted, yeah? Maybe I cannot hear you. Yeah? Right, so which do you think is kind of like the hidden phrase? Brian, sorry to keep you waiting, yeah, Brian. Anything so far? Okay. Feel free to
After
stop.
they finish first.
Yeah, feel free to stop. Okay. Okay. All right.
Mhm.
See you. Bye. Mhm. So Noah, sorry. Which one do you think is the hidden phrase?
Not sure.
Okay. Another particle Q passes O. Is that some sort of hidden phrase?
Not really.
Passes O. 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 Let's keep O first. Let's copy over that. Now, could you please move down a bit? Because it only talks about O as in S lah, not T, right? Not T. Now, to be fair, the T of P must be defined in the same way as the T of Q. It must, so that, you know, the T is the same, okay? So the T of Q, I can read from the T of P, not the S, just the T, right? The T of P is time on second after leaving O. So at O, the T is equal to?
0.
Yeah, but now I have to go to Q. Another particle Q passes O. So O still the same. Okay, so at T equals to 0, the O is, sorry, I'm sorry. Let me see. I probably shouldn't say that. Sorry. Yeah, I probably shouldn't say that. Anesh, you should have enough space for 3, yeah, not 2, yeah. Right now you have enough space for almost 3, so be careful there, yeah, with your scaling.
Yeah.
Yeah, still good lah, still good. That much I can say, still good lah, still good. Let me think, Noah. Is it me or is the question missing something? Sorry, yeah. How come I think the question is missing something? So you know what? I'm gonna copy paste this just to make sure, and I'm gonna read one more time. How I think somehow the question is missing something. Okay, I did. Okay, Noah, let's stop first for today. Feel free. I'll tell you if I notice something. If not, then you have to listen to your teacher. I think it's missing something.
But also, on Thursday, I don't know if I can make it to the tuition.
Why?
Because the next year I'll have English oral.
Oh, you're talking about mother tongue, right? Like sorry, you're talking about the O level.
Yeah.
Oh, same thing with Michael. When Michael finished his mother tongue, right, oral and written lah. When he's doing the exam, feel free to stop revision. Understand? Very important test. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You don't have. Yeah. You just tell me. Of course, you shouldn't be doing math revision on that day of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Understand? Yeah. Okay. So well. If I have an answer soon, then I'll tell you. If not, then I'll tell you next week on Sunday. Okay.
All right.
All right. All the best. Yeah. All right.
Anyway, see you guys.
Right. So your graph, Ainesh.
Yeah.
I like your graph.
Yeah.
Now, before we stop, okay, it takes a lot of time for me to bend you towards the direction I want, but there is a reason for that. Now, do you feel that I'm teaching you something different than the class?
Not really, just a different method, the same thing.
Okay, the class is rushing such that you may not even have time to think. Sometimes, right?
Yes, 100%. At this point, I'm just going on instinct in class.
Let's just say that I want to say it in a very positive light, meaning to say if you don't think, then you don't even get it. You just do muscle memory, correct?
Yeah.
So I'm going to fight your muscle memory, and I'm going to even say that, okay, wow, that's wrong. Follow me. So there's a bit of a conflict here.
Yeah.
But I promise you, this is better for exam. That's why I do these things. Okay, I promise you. Still, you have...
The reason why my teacher kept saying he's going so fast is because,
what is it?
It's because he said in exam you require this sort of pace to do it, because he said our exam will have a lot of questions.
Nonsense.
Hopefully.
Learning speed and exam speed, train speed. Your starting training and your end training speed, he say must be the same. I believe he's a smart person. But to say that you start training with the same speed as you end training, then what for training me?
True.
Is math just drilling? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, at this one, there's like you said, there's no time to think. I just draw and I hope it's right, and when it goes straight, I just correct it. Because there's no time for me. Like when he says 5 minutes to draw 2 graphs, and I just don't have time to put it all down and everything. He expects us to draw the graphs in under 2 minutes.
Right. Or I can explain to you the hardest question with the proper method and make you understand, and you will still consume maybe about the same of time. Maybe. But you did experience that, right? You did experience a certain amount of understanding in holiday tuition with not so much of a time, I suppose, right? Yeah. Reasonable amount of time, right? Okay. So in this case, I will say I am a little bit different than your teacher.
Yeah, for sure.
And I stand my ground. A math is an understanding subject. If not, you don't need tuition. Just drill.
Yeah.
Just drill. Okay. So stick with this. And on Thursday. Okay, tomorrow is it? Tomorrow we're gonna meet. Tomorrow or Thursday? Which one?
Tomorrow.
Okay. Will you be fresh?
Hopefully.
I hope so. Try your best. We will go slide.
The thing is, okay, so tomorrow I might not be fresh because I have to go for a marathon. But if I do it on Thursday,
you will be fresher.
No, but my mom won't be home, and I'm using my mom's phone right now because my father's overseas. So basically, I won't be able to do it on Thursday because I won't have a device. So yeah, I guess it's Wednesday.
We have to create. If you think tuition is the best time, let me put it another way. In tuition, you're more likely to study and learn something.
Yes, for sure.
Then discuss with your parents. I don't know how, but make tuition time the best. I don't mean just for tomorrow. Tomorrow to bed, though. Right? That's just 1 hour, but don't keep that going. Don't keep that going. Okay. Your efficiency today is around 70% of holiday tuition. That's acceptable. Your efficiency
is the freshest I can get, very honestly.
I mean, during school time, I expect you to be slower than during holiday. That's normal. But last session, your efficiency is like 1/4 or 1/5 of the holiday tuition. Because you're tired. Today you're fine. Yeah. So even if I expect you tomorrow to be tired, I still ask you for long term. Discuss with your parents, give your best for tuition. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your best. Okay, Ines. Still quite a good job for today. I cannot say yesterday. Yesterday was not bare minimum. That's just way below. Today, okay lah. Not bad for class. Okay, I'll see you. I'll see you either tomorrow or Thursday. Okay, bye. Sorry, Kakak Brian. Don't mean to keep you waiting. I mean, you could have left lah. It's
Yeah,
okay
yeah.
lah. Right.
I need to talk to you about something.
Yes, yes, yes.
So from 21 September
21
till
September.
10 October,
21 September to 10 October. Okay.
10 or 11, 20
Yeah,
days.
yeah.
I'll be out for overseas exercise.
Yes, suspected lah. You need to do those things. 3 weeks, right?
Yeah,
Almost.
I cannot guarantee if I'm not sure. I can find out more info then get back to you, but I cannot guarantee if there's Wi-Fi.
No. You probably won't be able to do tuition.
I mean, got chance have is have lah, but
Look, I'll treat it as a bonus. But it's very unlikely that you'll be able to.
like if I get a bit more information, I'll let you know first. But I
Correct,
think
correct.
highly likely is no lah, because
Correct.
of the
You
time
go
difference.
overseas not for office job one, not for clerk job one. It's for I don't know, intense training in the jungle.
No lah, it's not intense it's very easy one. Got a lot of time one.
Okay. Try your best. But
yeah.
let's discuss the time, considering that you cannot. So 21st is already past prelim, right? For
Also, it's
O-level,
okay, right? Is it?
I think so. And 10th of October is just before O level. So I mean, it's good that you can be with us after 10 lah. That's good lah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I will take that into consideration. No? So at that point, I cannot rely on you, but it is good if you can. Okay? It is good
I'll
if
let
you
you
can.
know.
Yeah, but just let me know when you're there lah. That's where you know lah.
Okay.
So 21st to 10, just remind me again during September lah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for telling.
No
Okay.
problem.
Right.
Okay.
I can accept that. I can accept.
Okay, can.
No problem. Yeah. Okay. Take care.
Okay,
Okay.
bye-bye.